What could be a word for this concept? I asked this question on Stack World Building. In this world, a secret society farms people with desired features, personality, appearances, etc. They have ectogenesis, of course, but they can't afford personnel to take care of the products until they reach maturity, 14 to 20 years depending on the end users. What kind of machines/software are needed to raise them in an appropriate way? Consider that these people will be reintroduced into an already existing society and therefore need not be capable to form a new one on their own. In particular, they need at the very least, language, self-care, basic knowledge of science/literature, basic social skills. I know this is a common tech in works that feature embryo space colonization, but I am not aware of any that describe the technology in any useful details. What could be a word to refer to the concept of being raised by machines? I am looking for a word with an etymology, but even a slang term could be interesting. Is it even okay to ask this kind of question here? I read some of your rules, but I'm still not sure.
Consider cyber-tailored individuals. Examples: processes based on Darwin's theory of evolution favor the generation of increasingly tailored individuals. Coopersmith also gave a description of how a political campaign would be cyber-tailored to voters.
You could run with something such as engineered inculcation, then suppose differing states, such as pre-inculcation and post-inculcation. Perhaps a process of algorithmic inculcation could be quite fitting. That is quite a macabre world that you are dreaming of, a modern take on eugenics. However, that aside, I have given words that describe a possible process and not the state. Another take on this might be to consider the term zombie. Often used when describing a similar situation which arises in nature, as one organism is hijacked by another parasite organism. Perhaps you might consider describing a hijacking by mechanism, rather than an organism. Is this a possible route for a definition? Could Z autonomy or Z autonomics fit the bill? Z autonomies. You might say that such a person was generated or perhaps actualized by machines. So maybe machine generated or machine generation.
According to Merriam-Webster's 11th Collegiate Dictionary, 2003, one meaning of the word incubator is an apparatus with a chamber used to provide controlled environmental conditions, especially for the cultivation of microorganisms, or the care and protection of premature or sick babies. It seems to me that the process you seem to have in mind could be described as prolonged incubation, and therefore that the word for people raised by such means might be incubated.